What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I've got a giant mystery box that we're going to be opening up with a bunch of in-box sets and a whole bunch of just random minifigs, including Muppets and Harry Potter stuff, which is normally not stuff that I collect, but is definitely cool stuff to see. And then, of course, we've got the normal Star Wars stuff. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, now if you have seen some of these videos that I have done, I usually like to start with the minifigs, which is what I've got here. So I'm going to go ahead and pour all these out. Normally I would go through each individual one, but because, as I said, there's a lot of Marvel, I genuinely have no idea any of the Marvel figs. So I'm going to go ahead, look them up, and then that way I'll have the correct names to tell y'all, and then I'll be able to update the price correctly. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the minifigs set up. Alrighty, as y'all can see here, I do have a few of the minifigs set up. Not all of them, there's still a few more that we'll have to go over. But I've got the two main groups set up with the Marvel on this side and then the Star Wars on this side. And of course, this is what I'm most interested in. But this is what we're going to start with because I'm probably going to butcher half these names or completely get them wrong. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start with these. And of course, total up there, keep track of how much we've made. And I don't know if I said it at the start, but I did spend $300 on this, so $300 Lego haul, so hopefully we make our money back. But let's go ahead and get started with them. So first one, we've got a Doctor Strange solid minifig. Then we've got this Black Panther with some kind of weapon. We've got a Scarlet Witch. We've got Green Goblin. Star-Lord from What If. Got Rocket. We've got Groot. Thanos. I do have the helmet to this, by the way. And we've got Black Widow. We also have the hair to this. And then Gamora. Tony Stark. Spider-Man, Hulk, and then a regular Star-Lord. This one's called the Werewolf, I think. I want to say Sylvia. I want to say also from What If, and another name for it is Loki's, girl Loki, Lady Loki. Ooh, I'm probably going to butcher this one. American Chavez. It's Nebula. Shuri. We've got two of these. Wong. Mantis, Drax, a Shatari Soldier is what I want to say the name for this one is, the Watcher, Valkyrie from What If. So that's going to be all of the Marvel minifigs here. As you can see, I don't know price. I think we did really well. I assume that this guy's worth a little bit of money because he looks very cool to me at least. But let's go ahead and get started with the Star Wars. We've got 5 battle droids here. We've got a Sith Trooper. Then we've got a Gunner. I want to say is this one, the ATTE Gunner. And then we've got 332nd Troopers. And then we've got a Specialist Trooper. And then we've got 3 501st. We've got this Luke. We've got the new version of the Stormtrooper with the dual molded helmet. And then we've also got the old one with the regular helmet. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got ourselves a Rey here. And then we've got the Christmas Darth Vader. Also a regular Darth Vader. And then a regular Tatooine Luke. And then we've got some person part of the First Order. And then I want to say this comes from a Y-Wing set. I don't know his name, so I'm not going to butcher it. And then I assume the same Y-Wing pilot. And then we've got some kind of Yeti. And of course, I'll put the names to this guy and him up there so that y'all can see the real names. But let's go ahead and get into the rest of the minifigs. Alrighty, then real quick, I forgot to mention, we got the Big Fig Hulk also, with 3 of the 6 Infinity Stones. I think they're also all in the right spot. But yeah, super cool to have him too. Alright, here's the last few minifigs I could not fit into all the other Marvel and Star Wars. We've got some kind of Miss Piggy, something like that. I know it's not Miss Piggy because that's Kermit's wife, girlfriend. But this is the cook, obviously, and I have no idea who she is. Got a Batman, one of the older ones because he doesn't have the new cape, which is pretty cool. Ourselves a Harley Quinn, which is always a cool minifig. I really like the two-toned hair that it comes with. A Falcon or something like that. But I do know that it is like one of the knights or something like that. And then I have honestly no idea what these 4 are from. I'm going to assume Harry Potter, because this kind of looks like the ginger dude from Harry Potter. Otherwise, I have genuinely no clue. And then, of course, we've got ourselves a Santa here, and then a random worker guy. Alright, another real quick before we get into all the sets. I did find a Venom while going through it, so sorry I didn't add that to all the Marvel stuff earlier, but there's that. Alright, here's the first set here. As you can see, I am holding it. It is missing one of the foot stands for it to make it not lean over like that. Otherwise, this set is complete. It's got the really cool function where, oh my goodness, I can't even fit it in frame, but where the wings flip out like that, which is very cool. This thing also up here opens up, just in case y'all haven't seen this set. But yeah. Pretty cool set. This is a set that came with that First Order person, and then the Darth Vader, and then I want to say the new Stormtrooper. I want to say that's all that came in this set, though. So, anyways, pretty solid set, and pretty much complete, and honestly, probably the piece that is missing I can probably find in the box. Alright, here's the next set, the ATTE, which came with the 332nd people, and then I want to say, I think that's, and then droids, that's what it also came with. But this set is also pretty much complete. It's got the part that comes out in the front right there. And then it opens up in a few spots, like it can open up right there to access the inside in there. And then it opens up back here to access the inside back there. But yeah, this came with those few minifigs. Also the gunner that goes up there. But this set is complete. It's just, once again, missing very small things, like the little shooter things that come out right there. As you can see, we got 2 of them, but we're missing the 2 up here and then the 2 back there. Otherwise, another set that is pretty much complete. But now let's go ahead and get into the other sets. Alrighty, here's the next set. I want to say this is Harry's Home. Correct me if I'm wrong. But looks like a pretty cool set. I'm gonna say it's complete, but once again, it might not be. Honestly, here's also this. I think that this goes with this. But maybe complete, maybe not. It might be also missing a tree, potentially. I've got no clue. But this set does have a few cool things. Like, we've got the Harry's, I want to say, his, like, little place that he stays because his family doesn't like him in the movies or something like that. The people he lives with don't like him. But then we've got the interior. We got a bed up here. We've got a few, like, news things, like talking about how he's the boy who lived in this one. And then potentially his parents' portrait, maybe, if it will focus. But yeah, there's a few cool Easter eggs, and y'all probably will see more of them than I will, especially if you like Harry Potter. We've also got a family photo. But yeah, just a whole bunch of cool things. It's got this play feature where you can, like, lift this up, and I think a letter is supposed to come out or something. Maybe. If it works. There we go. But yeah, that's cool, and pretty solid set, especially if it comes with this car. I don't know, though. But we'll go ahead and get into the rest of the stuff. Alrighty, next thing here is all of the books. This is all 4 of them, at least I'm pretty sure. And honestly, these are pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. They all fold out into like multiple different like little things. Like this one folds out like this, and then it opens up, and then yeah, you've got like a whole scene here from just like this little book, which is pretty cool to me. Oh my goodness, if I stop breaking it. And then like that comes down. So I think that this is honestly pretty cool, and then it packs a lot of detail. I don't know what minifigs came with this one, but yeah, a pretty cool set for that one. And I'll show all of these to y'all. This one folds out like that, I'm pretty sure. And then I don't know where this is. Looks like some kind of halls to me. But that one, I think this one is probably my favorite out of all of them, but we'll go ahead and go through the rest of them. And then some kind of potion class, maybe. And then, alright. And then let's get into this last one. This one has a lot of stuff in it. So, once again, there's probably a lot of stuff y'all are noticing that I'm not noticing, like Easter eggs and stuff like that. But, yeah, we got a cabinet and all sorts of stuff. We got a treasure chest up here. It's got some, I don't know, leaves in it. And then, yeah, we've got, like, potions up here. And honestly, maybe this is supposed to, like, detach or something. I have, honestly, no clue. But, yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. And all of these fold out into, like, these, I don't know, little play sets, which is pretty cool to me. Because then you can just fold them back and, I don't know, maybe have them like this on your bookshelf where all of the backs are facing and it looks like actual books. So, yeah, honestly a pretty cool set, and I think that they came with also some pretty cool minifigs, so W's all around, and they can be displayed pretty easily. Alrighty, and now we're moving on to arguably probably the most exciting part of this entire haul, all of the sealed sets that came with it. We're gonna start with probably like the least exciting ones and slowly get into the cooler ones, at least in my opinion, that they're cooler and least cooler. But let's go ahead and start with this first one. A little bit destroyed, but we've got a complete advent calendar here. Literally everything is in it. It is opened on the side, like you can open it and see into it, but otherwise a pretty cool set. And the fact that this is sealed, I think this is a 2020 calendar, I'm pretty sure, from whatever I looked up. But yeah, it's pretty cool that this is still sealed. And honestly, comment below if y'all want me to start like a shorts series where I open up every single day for, I don't know, until it's complete, and just a random advent calendar in the middle of the year. Let me know and I can do that for y'all. Indiana Jones set, which I have not had any of the Indiana Jones sets, so this one is pretty cool. I think they're all retired now, which is also nice. And yeah, this one is completely sealed. Nothing's built inside of it or anything like that. And then it even comes with some pretty cool minifigs, of course, Indiana Jones, because he's got to come in the Indiana Jones sets. We've got the spider tank from The Mandalorian, if y'all remember the episode that this showed up in. It's a pretty cool set. I've already got one of them, and this box is pristine, so yeah, it'll be nice to keep this in box and probably sell it. Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter. Another amazing set because it comes with the Tom Wee, and that's one of the Camoans. But we don't have much of those in LEGO, at least yet. There's more coming out, which is fantastic. But, yeah, pretty cool set. The box is a little bit squished on the side, if you can see from it, like, being pushed out like that. But otherwise, sealed and pretty cool. Next set I've got here is going to be the Venom mech with Miles Morales, or I guess verse Miles Morales, which is pretty cool. I want to say this is the same one. Here, let me see if I can actually find him. It doesn't look like I have him set out. But, yeah, there's the Venom, and it looks the same as the one that I just showed y'all. And then we've got, of course, Miles Morales, which I do not own yet. Honestly, I might open this set just because I want him. Speaking of mechs, here we've got the Darth Vader mech. Very, very cool, very nice. And yeah, the box is completely destroyed up here. It's like indented and crazy like, and then it's even destroyed back there. Otherwise, sealed and in box, which is again always nice. Sealed, but this box is destroyed. We've got Boba Fett's throne room, and this one comes with here. Y'all are probably gonna see a mess, so don't judge. But we got all these minifigs. And then, but the sad thing is, it's absolutely crushed in. So, yeah, pretty cool set, and I already have this set built and everything. So, honestly, I'm probably going to keep this one in box. I'm probably going to try and figure out a way to where I can get some of that out and potentially repair this box a little. But otherwise, sealed and in box, which is very nice. And yeah, that's going to be all the sets that I've got. Let's go ahead and get into a wrap-up. Alrighty, one more quick thing I wanted to show before we wrap this up is we did get 4 base plates, another tan one, which is always incredible, as I said earlier in a different vlog. These are discontinued, so they're worth a little bit more, which is nice. And then we've even got 2 white ones still in the packaging, which is incredible. Alrighty, by now y'all might know how the wrap-up usually goes, but in the wrap-up, I like to highlight a few minifigs that I thought was cool to put them in my display case. And the few minifigs I decided today, I couldn't pick between just, normally I do 2, but I couldn't pick between either of these. I really like both of them, and they're both very cool to me. Of course, Green Goblin and then Venom. I know that they're probably not too expensive, but I just really like the look of these minifigs, and I'll probably end up taking them out because they're not Star Wars, and everything I have back here is Star Wars except the popcorn guy. But yeah, 2 very cool minifigs from this. And then the Star Wars one that I wanted to highlight was the Yeti-esque minifig. Once again, I don't know his name off the top of my head, but here. Still very cool. And yeah, let's go ahead and put them in. Alrighty, and with that done, I know that it's probably upsetting that I didn't just complete that row up there. I promise it's for a reason. It's because I want all of that to be Star Wars, and this could be miscellaneous if I end up keeping those there. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If y'all if y'all did enjoy, then please do leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. And the thing I want y'all to comment this video is if y'all want to see that Advent calendar. If you do, just type Advent calendar and I'll go ahead and start that little mini series for y'all. But y'all have a fantastic day, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.